सो हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। पहले तो हम सारे क्वेश्चन एक साथ देखेंगे। उसके बाद एक एक करके सारे क्वेश्चंस देखेंगे और उसके एक्सप्लेनेशंस भी देखेंगे। जिससे कि ये होगा कि आपको कोई भी डाउट होगा वो क्लियर हो जाएगा ऑन द स्पॉट। एंड लेट्स स्टार्ट। सो गाइस, लेट्स सी द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन एंड इट्स एक्सप्लेनेशन।
Developing an entrepreneur's mindset is the key to reduce doubt, fear, and anxiety. It can also help to drive action, focus, and growth, as we've seen in this ID story. Today, we will share with you the 5 GDC startup stories where they handhold these budding.
So now guys, let's see the second question and its explanation.
Background, personalities, expertise. We're just very different people, but we are still all united by this one vision to build healthier oceans for the marine life, to build a better planet. Not just so if something is affecting the marine life, it's of course going to affect the terrestrial life as well, but our focus, and like when we started, we want healthier oceans. And it's no secret that plastics and packaging especially is one of the biggest and one of the major polluters of it. So we targeted that. And we've chosen this product, and we finally settled on this product, not just because of the potential of the product, because other products also had the potential, but uh, also because of the right timing, the potential of the customers that we would get, the scale of the impact that it would create. And I think all of it it just added together. And even till date, something that keeps us going, because um, everybody is different, so everybody has different opinions about different things, but something that unites us till date is that ideology that should be uniform within the team. So you know that ultimately we're working towards this, and no matter what it takes, we're going to get it. So yeah, that was our beginning.
So now guys, let's see the third question and it is explanations.
One of the major learnings that I still feel that was very important was talking to people, talk to customers. Don't just keep building the products. And like turnaround moment, if I have to recall, like post I think you might.
Now guys, let's see the fourth question and its explanation.
You feel like that will not go in a direction where you want to take in. So that's a very important aspect that like as both of the Mayuri and Anurag also said, that funding never justifies the success of a startup, and it's never does that. It's not it's just a milestone in the entire startup journey, but that doesn't justify that whether you are making something big or not. So that is something to all everyone thinking in that direction. So it's like the day someone starts building a company, and I keep meeting a lot of entrepreneurs.
Now guys, let's see the fifth question and its explanation.
Has been popularized, like what Mayuri also told last, that like money of funding, that the glamorization that has been there, it is like, I feel it is too overrated, because this money is not the cause for startups dying. Majority of them, it is not the cause that money was not there, that is why startups died. Majority of the time it is the product market fit. When you have not arrived at something that people want, you built something that you wanted, you were good at, probably without talking to customers. And also, like extending to Professor Chakravarti, that is where the like I feel the thin divide between an entrepreneur and a researcher comes in. That researcher is passionate about what he is building, what he knows, the skills. The entrepreneur has to balance it. It is now also about business. So money aspect, it is very popularly glamorized, that funding, this has happened and this much money has come in and all. And I have run both moderately funded startups, decently funded startup, and or bootstrapped startup. I I now in hindsight, I feel that I can say that not a lot of things change. Even if you have a lot of bank balance, it cannot bring you product market fit that you have to work hard for. No amount of money, if you don't have a product market fit, at best that money can last you, help you survive for a longer time and then eventually die off. But yes, you have to. So the money aspect is something that I'd like to share with
That is really
Now, guys, let's see the sixth question and its explanation.
and everything that you think you can do. And the second thing is funding. So in this, the real startup journey gets completely lost. The customer is the number one entity in any organization, whether it is a startup or a large company. And the customer takes a back seat, everything else takes the front seat, especially product development and funding. These are the two biggest reasons why startups lose sight of what they should be really focusing on. And funding is overhyped. I think we've heard it from two people.
So now, for seventh question, the answer is correct, and if you want explanation, then sorry to say I didn't find any short clip that has full explanation of this question, but you can refer explanation 3, somehow it is related to it. So let's now move to eighth question and its explanation.
You have so many external influences. It's uh, it's inevitable that down the line you'll get distracted and you won't have the zeal to work on it anymore. So just to for you to keep going and to keep working on it, because it takes time. Nothing is an overnight process. It takes a lot of time, and even for us to have these little, a few early successes, it's taken us 2 years to get even here. And so it's very important that you believe in it. And I don't think I would be able to work in a startup that I wouldn't believe in. um, a lot of times I give more importance, and because when like my other panelists were saying, you're not you're not um, it's a misconception that you work independently and like you don't you're your own boss when you have your startup. A lot of times I have to prioritize my startup on top.
So friends, let's see ninth question and its explanation.
Right. So, what happens when you're launching it? When, let's say, if we've covered the customer interviews, you've got to know the user, you've done the customer discovery. So, while launching, do you specifically keep it to that area, or would you go global or country, the whole country?
So it's, again, starting off, we try to be with the early adopters because we realize that we do not, first of all, we do not want to wait for the perfect product. There are a lot of things that need to be ironed out in the product. We already know that, but at the same time we do not want to wait for long to iron out everything. So we start launching the product with the early adopters, people whom we know that what Anand sir was telling, for them it's not the brand, it's not the UI UX that is something useful to them. It is the functionality, the particular thing that you are, core thing that you are solving. So starting off with them, these are actually the users we have realized who also help you build the product as you move along, that automatically the priorities start getting set in. Okay, this is something which needs to be built, other these five things are bells and whistles. And so yeah.
So now friends, let's see the last question, that is 10th question and its explanation.
A lot of time and effort in, and I sort of just like broken down. And because when things are broken down into certain categories and questions are asked, there is a clarity missing. So it starts with a very tough learning, but the format of the program, I think I really like, because it's very intensive. And we had many assumptions being invalidated week after week. So we spoke to customers, they invalidated it, but there's no time to uh, mope about it. You just like get back up on your feet, make new assumptions, and go and try it out with other customers. So I think when we started, we had a completely different set of value props, and by the time we finished, we had different sets for different customers. So I think that was a big learning for us. Apart from that, I think something that we really had drawn out of it was to get the problem solution fit for the customer, not for a general problem, because everybody knows pollution is bad. But who needs it? Who needs your product? That was something, or that line of thinking was something that we weren't doing before the program, because we, of course, know it's a big problem, but for whom was something that we only learned when we were in the program. Um, Apart from that, I think while talking to customers, it's important to understand when a customer is complaining and when they actually need something. So that is also something we learned. We learned to be more realistic about our assumptions, and also proper organization with the business model canvas, so that you know, whenever you need to have an overlook of where you're going, your progress, you can take a step back and analyze your board. And I think all of these things really helped us. And something we always kept saying was pivot, 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 or was said to us a lot of times, because whenever we hit an end, we pivoted. Whenever we hit an end, we like had the agility in our team to uh, take different ways to get our assumptions and that evidence validated.
Right. So